Hello, how's it going? In today's video, I'm covering Forgotten Oaths, Call of the Old Gods, and new Legacies from Chronicle Volume 3. So let's go! The dragon aspects had now received their full power back after 10,000 years of not having it, and they felt ever so slightly exhausted. They decided that they'd been too lazy for a while now, and it was time to get back to the work the Titans had tasked them with. Nosdormu returned to safeguarding time and stuff. He soon learned, however, that a mysterious force was trying to alter events in history, and that would be quite catastrophic. Ysera revisited the Emerald Dream, but soon discovered everything had gone to shite. Neither of them knew it, but the Old Gods were responsible for these threats. Yogg-Saron and later N'Zoth were fiddling with the Emerald Dream. The Time Waves were being messed with by shadowy creatures that had come from one of Azeroth's potential futures, known as the Infinite Dragonflight. Malygos, on the other hand, was actually kind of positively affected by the return of his powers. The slaughter of the Blue Dragonflight had driven him to the brink of madness, but now he had his powers back and he'd gained a certain amount of clarity. Only a little bit though, he's still a bit mental. Alexstrasza just needed to take a little time off after being held prisoner and stuff. She and her flight took a little vacation. Needless to say, the dragon aspects needed a little time to get their crap in order. Unfortunately, the forces of evil weren't going to wait. When the Legion punished Gul'dan and his followers for their betrayal at the Tomb of Sargeras, cho'gall and some of the Twilight's Hammer clan managed to escape. Their allegiance was to the Old Gods, so they had no reason to stick around. All they cared about was the Hour of Twilight, a dark prophecy that foretold the end of all things. They just needed to know where and how this happened. And the Old Gods delivered those answers. Help us escape our shackles and rebuild the Black Empire. This will herald the Hour of Twilight, and that'd be super awesome cool, bitches. Cho'gall said to his other face, "They're right. That does sound super awesome cool." And his other face was like, whatevs. So he took his followers on a pilgrimage to Kalimdor. It was a slow and tenuous journey, but eventually they found themselves on the southern edge of the continent. They established a base in the caves beneath Tanaris, and cho'gall found both of his heads, getting excited to finally meet Cthulhu. However, important members of the Twilight's Hammer began to disappear. Then some were found dead. Cho'gall suspected bloody treason, but then soon discovered the truth. It was the half-orc assassin Garona. And I haven't done any Chronicle Volume 2 videos at this point, but I can assure you, this is a satisfying turn of events. Cho'gall was furious, but both of his faces knew the only choice they had was to run and search for a new place to continue their dark work. But enough of that. Let's go back to the Eastern Kingdoms. Varian Rin was now king of Stormwind. The people considered him a strong, fair and visionary leader. He married a noble woman named Tiffin Elarian, and they had a son named Anduin. He was named in honour of Anduin Lothar, and you're not allowed to criticise any of those people, or else the world explodes or something. So let's just move on. Grand Admiral Daelin Proudmoore maintained order on the high seas with an iron fist. His daughter, Jaina Proudmoore, grew a little bit suspicious of her father's increased nastiness and decided to move to Dalaran. She studied there and soon became an apprentice to Archmage Antonidas, studying arcane magic with the Kirin Tor. King Terenas Menethil II of Lordaeron had a son called Arthas, and oh my god, I'm excited. But anyway, Arthas was trained in warfare and righteousness and became a master swordsman under the tutelage of the dwarf Moradin Bronzebeard. The young man was also trained in the ways of the Holy Light by Uther the Lightbringer. He was inducted into the Order of the Silver Hand at only 19 and was considered a brave hero. Arthas was often the centre of attention among Lordaeron's nobility. Rumours and gossip spread of a romance between him and Jaina. However, she was committed to her arcane studies and him to being king someday. They parted ways to pursue their ambitions, but they never let go of their feelings for one another. Aww. And we're leaving it there! So, the Old God stuff is always interesting, but we've now just set up two of the best characters in Warcraft lore, in my opinion. I know some people love Illidan, some people love Sylvanas, but Arthas and Jaina are just, well, they're just great. In next week's Chronicle Volume 3 video, we'll be looking at the War of the Spider and Kel'Thuzad. But on Wednesday of this week, we'll be starting bloody Volume 2. So if you fancy watching those videos, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button, talk to me in the comments, and all that's left to say is, thanks very much for watching, and see ya!